So, as much as I hate metagaming in general, I think we need to have a bit of a conversation to figure out a strategy here. Otherwise, we are guaranteed a TPK.
Meanwhile, Third's thinking, yeah, that's the point. What do you think I set this whole thing up for? This was always a trap. That's what I'm trying to say.
Have we thought about surrendering?
Yeah, surrender to the succubus and the Mad King.
They'll probably be fair.
What could go wrong? Thank you for that, Cadiz.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, Laura, you were saying that you had an idea. I'm gonna say
Right.
go first.
I was gonna say my idea is much less involved and crazy than whatever you got. So I was gonna get in there because I can get in there. I can get inside the shield. And where am I? So it's like, and then get right up on their face and turn to my GM and say, I eat the succubus.
Okay. How are you eating the succubus?
That's a good question. I don't know how I drain demonic power exactly, but if I have to like grapple and then just hold on for a minute.
Well, it's kind of a light saute.
Yeah, you know,
And
just absorb as much. Just
Right.
I want to just yank as much demonic energy out of her as quickly as possible.
My.
Hopefully at the cost of her abilities and or life.
Okay.
And
You
then-
are aware what some of the special abilities of succubi are.
I know I am extremely aware of what a succubi can do. The
It's like-
second step,
Okay.
the second step of this brilliant plan is to die to the king after I kill the succubus. Because he's gonna one-shot me or maybe two-shot me. That's my brilliant plan.
So, being a hemisphere,
Mhm.
is the bottom also enclosed?
So no, it's not. So it
Okay.
extends down to the floor, and that's what it means by hemispherical.
Okay. So you could get in there. Okay.
Mhm.
Did you have any brilliance, Cadiz?
basically, if we can find a way in, my one and only thought was to try banish, and if that doesn't work, to start going to town with Dawnbringer.
Okay.
I will admit, by the way, as an aside, because I actually ran this by a lot of people. The biggest plan all of us all kind of agreed on is the more damage we could do to her, the better. And because she's going to be forced into a corner, right? Like if we attack her and she's in a no-win scenario pretty much the moment we start actually full tilting onto her. Because either she, plays dead, which would actually be the worst case scenario, but would make it in a situation where we could coup de grace her, so that's bad for her. Or she can actually die and therefore reveal herself as a succubus, which would be bad for her. Or she could fight back, which would reveal herself as a succubus, which would be bad for her. That's the one and only thing I got going is if we could just do enough damage to her, we will force her to reveal herself pretty much one way or the other. But that's all I got.
All right. So, question third.
Mhm.
If I was reading your description correctly, it sounds like through the cracks in the floor, there is heat and a red glow coming from the cracked floor.
That's right.
So it's possible there's like lava or something underneath. So my first idea was I get up close and I cast Shatter on the floor underneath the sphere and blow out the floor. I'll let you think on that for a moment.
So that's a terrifying idea.
Uh-huh.
Among other things, that would pretty much guarantee that the succubus would not have to reveal herself because she would just be, oh my God, I'm just such a victim. And she might even be able to plane or jump away because they can do that, right? I'm not sure what the reaction of the king would be. I'm substantially more worried about the reaction of the king's chief advisors and the clan lords, who are the people around the room here.
Yeah.
At least some of whom are currently under demonic influence.
So,
but depending on where exactly the force shield of wall of force is being projected from, that might actually be able to push both of them out of that, and then we could go kill them. It's just our very next action will be run like hell.
So the usual play.
So let me give you my worst idea.
That wasn't the worst idea?
No, that wasn't. Let me just
neat.
double check something here.
I got a bad feeling about this.
I should also mention that several of my friends and family.
What's that?
Channeling your inner Habib.
Oh, yes. Very much so.
So nice knowing you guys.
I should mention that several of my friends and family all came up with the same idea, which is run. Just bail, just absolutely straight up give up on this entire encounter and get the hell out of Dodge.
Where's the description here? Sorry, I had a link earlier, but my browser closed, so.
So Laura, the idea about running, I'm not opposed to it per se, but our only exit point is currently going to be quite another encounter.
Oh yeah, no, and that also means, I mean, I know this sounds like a dumb thing to get banged up on, but that means everything we've been doing in this city for the last several months of real life has been for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Because it'll literally be, we keep running until we get out of the city. Like this place is going to be scorched earth to us after this, and yeah.
Sorry, you said running that. I'm coloring some of these lards, and the reason I am is the ones that are colored white is when this all sets off, they look like they want to split.
So if we
them are
incur the
still-
wrath of this particular city, that would be the third faction that wants us dead. Okay, just keep it score.
All right, so my worst idea.
Let's hear it.
I run up to basically that pillar that got shattered.
Mm-hmm.
And I cast Misty Step and teleport into the sphere, the wall of force. Since it's a bonus action, I can then spend my action to cast Benign Transposition
Oh,
and teleport Mark or Cadiz, or sorry, Taston, yeah, into and switch places with one of you.
I mean, if you wanted to do that to Taston, I do have a way in there. It's going to oust me a little bit, and that's going to be a conversation. But it is something I can do on my own to get in there. It's just,
that is interesting. That would definitely work because you could just swap whoever needs to be in there, and they'll just be in there.
Yeah, like I said, it's a bad idea.
And if you cast another conjuration spell, you can do it again.
Yeah.
do you mind if I ask for a Arcana roll from our wizard in the party?
And while he's
Four.
doing that, I have two quick questions.
Okay.
This orb cannot be undone by Dispel Magic, correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay. The image that the succubus is projecting cannot be undone by Dispel Magic either, correct? So this is a natural ability.
That is correct.
Okay.
I mean, specifically, something that reveals a shape changer. Fortunately,
Like having demon sight helps.
I actually just, I know we looked at it briefly last time, but there's very few things that actually just straight up reveal shape changers. One of them is something we mentioned last time, which is Moonbeam. There is also certain paladins can do it too.
Well, my brother's
can-
not here, so that's not going to
Yeah,
work. Even if he had the ability.
but they can use their channel divinity to make them make a save and reveal themselves if they fail. Yeah, aside from that, it's
Helmvor
very
compels
limited.
you.
That's true. You could just pray for a miracle.
What were you
I-
asking for the Arcana roll for?
So someone either cast that spell or it's enchanted on something. And that's what I'd like to divine, because if someone's cast that spell, that actually gives us a variable strategy, right? There's something we could do about that. If it's enchanted into something, well, that actually also gives us another thing. We could destroy the enchanted item in question. And I'd love to destroy the Dwarven throne in the middle of the throne room with all the lords present. That would be one of the best things I could do.
So
Oh, no.
what did you
Oh
roll?
no. Nothing endears you more to the Dark Dwarven kind, destroying their stuff.
Oh yeah. No, they're into that. So what'd you get, Guido?
I don't know if I can actually determine that with an Arcana check. Third?
You can make some assumptions
Okay.
just based on the properties of what you're looking at here.
Natural 20.
Wow.
So that
Okay.
makes it a 27.
So first off, you are very confident that this is being done via an item, because you do not think that someone could cast this and just, unless he has a row of spellcasters hidden somewhere away in the wall, poking out of the window, it's a little peephole, continuously casting this every 10 minutes. You suspect it's probably powered by a magical item. And as far as magical items you can see around here, the first one that's very obvious, of course, is his hammer, his warhammer that he used to splat the priest over here. The second most obvious one is, as someone's already guessed, the throne that he's seated on. If there is a place that is projecting this, that is probably what it is. And Dwarven, Duergar, no matter who you are, you normally enchant your throne especially if you're a big, deep king with something. As a matter of fact, there's a very famous dwarven throne that you can think of that is out of the hands of dwarves and in the hand of giants. It's a national disgrace, but we won't talk about that right now. But it had the ability to basically fly around, shoot lightning bolts, all sorts of stuff. It's pretty cool.
Seems handy.
You do also know that just given the nature of magical items, it's probably pretty sturdy. So it's not going to be just something you walk up to and just punch once and it's done, right? Let's see. There is one other thing about this. Just want to check. Oh, there is also another magic item that you do recognize because it's like literally right next to the throne. The Deep King's armor is Dwarven plate, which is a magic item. And for those of you playing a home game, Dwarven plate is plate armor, but it has a +2 bonus to AC, and it also has resistance against you being forcibly moved.
Great.
It is great.
All that sounds terrible, but and unfortunately that pretty much confirms exactly what I was thinking. This is a extremely bad situation.
Oh, I'm sorry. I missed one magic item. It's on the king.
But wait, there's more.
Yes. His gauntlets definitely look magical as well. They have some arcane runes on them.
That's probably why it hits so damn hard right there.
Mhm.
Okay, so yeah, oh, I'm actually not there. I'm over here. Let me just not kill myself yet. So yeah, it sounds like we have
Options.
honestly, we have two broad options here. We can try to get the crap hell out of Dodge, or we can try to Alpha Strike the Succubus and then deal with the king in whatever manner that we can. But we need to commit to one or the other pretty much immediately. Since in time-wise, time is technically frozen here. I love D&D. Because what just happened is you just cast Shatter, and Cadiz, who you remember, you're flying right now. You have a 50-foot fly, and I'm just braced to run up there, and then we see it hit the force wall, and all of us just kind of pause for a second, and it's like,
That's
Well,
a
we
thing.
call timeout.
Yeah.
hang on, let's think about this.
Yeah.
But yeah, in this second is when we're deciding what we're doing about this in lore, and it's like,
So do we punt and try and return the?
Yeah, exactly. This is Dragon Age Origins. We've hit the tactical pause button.
Yeah.
And we're looking at the screen like, well, shoot.
Well, to that same token, I mean, not knowing the spellcasting ability, they may not have any ranged abilities. They're just defensively turtled right now. Do we let them come to us, or do we? I mean, granted, we don't have a lot of time to do that, especially since we're at kind of a backstop back here
Yeah.
with the guards. But
Well, also,
just as another option of like, maybe don't just bum rush it until we get a viable option to get into the bubble.
so my biggest concern about that is I need to roll knowledge demonology. So what do I
Okay.
roll for on the other?
Demonology is religion check.
Okay, so that's going to be a 17, which is not great because I'm looking for some kind of esoteric lore. I want to know if she can charm through that field.
Oh. Let's see.
Because that's kind of important. Because if she can, we have to Alpha Strike. But if she can't, then yeah, your idea has a lot of validity because we just sit back here. We're at a neutral, right? Like we're at a stalemate.
She absolutely can.
I was afraid of that.
Right.
Yep.
Let's do this.
Okay. So I guess we'll roll initiative then.
Well, which plan are we going with?
All of them.
Honestly, yeah.
Um,
I can rush in there and squeeze in. You can do your thing to get Cadiz in.
Okay.
The two of us can just barrel roll into her. The really hard part is how we get back out, because I can get back out.
Well, it's been nice knowing you guys.
Yeah. So actually, now that I'm saying that out loud, maybe you shouldn't. I mean, I hate to pull the sacrifice ploy again, but if all goes well, I can at least get back out there, and you can attack her through the barrier. It's not a lot of damage. It's pretty pathetic damage, actually, but it is something, right? And that way you don't have to be stuck in there next to King Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Doesn't like Cocoa Puffs. What are you talking about?
Well, then he needs to die.
Right.
So,
Clearly.
He likes Cookie Crisp.
oh my God,
Man.
yeah, this I don't think you going in there with no way to get out is a great idea. But
No, especially since I can bring one person back still.
yeah.
So that's kind of our ace in the hole. So I can.
As I say, if you can get to me within, I think it's a minute.
Is it a minute? Let me check.
It is. Yeah.
It is okay.
Yeah. So within, I mean, that's 10 rounds. Or
So if I can moonwalk over to you from where I am now.
yeah, it's 10 rounds, right? That's reasonable. You know, that's something that can
Okay.
happen when I die. Because that's what's happening. This is going to be a death on my part. I've accepted that. I've come to peace with it. But if I can bring her down, that's going to significantly improve the situation for you guys. Because if nothing else, if we bring her down, we could go back to the defensive plan. He's stuck in there. Have fun. If he wants to leave that force field, sure. Right?
Right.
If he wants to hole up, well, then we've taken care of the succubus. And honestly, that's probably going to get more of the counselors on our side. Oh, hey, look, the king had a succubus at his side. Right.
Mhm.
So you see why I'm so focused on her here.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Right,
even though he is
we're
clearly
trying to
the
reveal
boss,
more than anything else.
yeah, exactly. He's the boss, but she's the problem. So that's my thinking.
Okay.
Can you buff me with anything before I rush it there?
Let me see.
As I'm looking at my stuff here, I just burned my fly, so I should get that off my list.
Yeah, I can hit you with aid.
I don't know what that does, but I'll take it.
Your spell bolsters allies with toughness and resolve. Choose 3 creatures within range. Okay, so I can do all of this.
Nice.
Each target hit point maximum increases by 5 points for the duration. And let me see what the duration is.
I mean, we all know our
2.
Rendon Howe was a succubus to begin with, Court. Have you heard that man's dulcet tones?
Okay, so it lasts 8 hours.
That's plenty.
Yeah, I don't think we'll have figured it out within probably.
Yeah, by that point they will
15
probably not
minutes,
be an
let
issue.
alone.
Yeah. Guido, I hate to ask, but because since you actually burned your turn, but do you have anything you can give me before I go
Nope.
in there?
I do
Okay.
not.
I didn't think so. That's okay. Hold the fort, Mr. Charisma.
I want to burn this actually at a level 3 versus a level 2. So that gives everybody 10 hit points.
I will take. I need that. I so need that right now. Just
And
gonna
that's
mark
my
that.
action because we technically rolled initiative. That would be my first round.
Yeah. So if you're wanting to do something like at the very first round, we'll just say that is the surprise.
I was gonna say, yeah, this is part of the surprise round, and that's why I was
The
asking.
shock and awe.
Yeah.
Because that means it's now my turn. Okay, so you know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's the first time I've done this too.
Demons.
Yeah. So what I do is I rush up
No
there
cilantro?
and
It's
I
like
squeeze
rags,
through any
bits,
space. It doesn't have to
and
be
cilantro.
any more than
So
an
I got
inch in
fresh
diameter.
ones. Okay.
Yep.
Shredded
I
So
have
you-
to end my movement in a space that occupies me. Otherwise, I take damage. Blah blah blah. But
Mhm.
yeah, I just kind of my way through the cracks, literally.
Yep. So you Alex smack your way through the crack right there.
Yep. I T1000 in there.
That's right.
This is such a terrible idea.
and
And
even the king looks like, what's going on?
Yeah,
Now-
that's not good.
now that does actually take an action to do that. I can do that infinitely, which is funny.
Yeah.
But it does leave me with a bonus action.
Hmm.
Now, what I'm debating is should I burn my demonic flames on her, or should I punch her? Like I feel like punching her might be the better option.
Well,
here.
you feel with what you know about succubi, she's probably going to. Well, do you have the thing that lets you pierce through demons' resistances yet?
I'm not sure actually. Hang on.
Because otherwise, she's probably going to be resistant or outright immune to fire.
Oh yeah, no, I think you're correct. Come on, I have the save somewhere.
Let's see.
I think it's in my bookmarks is what it is. Hang on. Way of the Demon Hunter. There we go. Okay.
Oh, any damage done by demonic boons ignores resistance to the immunities of fiends. So no, it go true. Okay.
Okay. So I could actually burn her, but I do think for the sake of not appearing more demonic than I already do, I should probably go ahead and punch her. But I guess there's no but. I'm just gonna swing one. So
Okay.
what's really funny about this is I rolled earlier for my initiative and I forgot we already done that. I rolled a 20 on the dice, which means this is going to be a 1. I might already be calling on you, Corey, because I need this initial strike to be as good as it gets. So, okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. It's not a crit though, unfortunately. That is going to be a 18 plus a lot. 20 something, 22.
Okay. As she's staring at you slack-jawed, you punch her in the face.
Oh, thank God. Okay, so
Throw punch.
now I'm going to burn a key and make this 3 hits. Really low on key at this point, by the way. I burned a lot of that earlier. Where's my dice? Why do my dice always move on my desk? This is so strange. I don't know who keeps coming to my desk and moving my dice. Whoever it is, you need to quit it. All right.
Damn kids.
Stop doing it.
You said you already rolled initiative, Mark. What was your initiative?
20 plus 3. So I don't know what that is, but if you can math that together. Let me know.
Right. What did you get for initiative, Liam?
Did we actually roll last?
I thought
game?
we rolled last session.
Did
Might
you?
have.
I
It's
don't
like-
recall.
I
It was
don't
like
either.
right at the end,
Admittedly.
and I remember it being, for me at least, pretty poor. But I can roll it again.
I mean, I could go back and check. I just would have to load the previous save.
You want to just re-roll it?
Sure.
Okay.
I can do that.
23.
Yeah.
I wish I'd rolled that to hit, but you know, it's whatever.
14 for me.
Okay. Liam.
10.
It's got a pretty even split, to be honest.
Yeah. So my initial punch is going to be 10 damage.
Okay. And do have to ask, are your fists considered magical right now?
They are. Thank God.
All right.
I actually checked because otherwise this would be going much worse.
Yes. So you punch it's much more of a natural resistance and AC than you
And I've
obviously
encountered,
normally
I
expect
think,
from
at this
a
point.
unarmored Drogar.
Yeah.
But it just it hits her and she looks surprised that you just went up there and just socked her pretty good.
Yeah.
Now
I have 2 more strikes.
Okay.
So so that one's a 20.
Oh, okay.
Remind me. So I just double the dice, right? Nothing else.
That's right.
So that's 8 on the dice then. And then 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's 12 damage.
How?
I
Okay.
was hoping for more than that, actually. I got all excited. Whatever. Third attack is going to be a 20, unnatural 20 to hit.
Oh, that does it.
Okay. So this one's going to come through. Watch, I'm going to do more. Nope. That is, however, going to be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 damage on that.
Some solid hits. All right. So you just go through there and go bang, bang, bang. And she rocks. She spurts up blood as you do that. To all outsiders, it looks like you just oozed through here and started punching, his wife.
Yeah. No, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. All
But
accounts.
she takes all 3. She looks pretty bruised and hurt after those 3, but she is still up after all.
Yeah,
those.
that's to be expected.
Um,
Honestly.
She looks like she looks like she's pretty hurt, although you can tell that there's like some real unnatural resilience there.
Yeah.
Um,
It's like she's a
maybe
demon or something. I don't know.
It's like, oh, she's tougher than the stone guards.
Yeah.
As you Mike Tyson punch her.
Yeah.
Hi. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just it's where we greet. It's how we greet people.
I was gonna say it's the greeting of my people.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
The other one's a kick to the face. That's how we say goodbye.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. See you around. Boom.
Okay.
Kapla.
Yeah.
So, okay. So, Taston, you've gone. Mark, you've gone.
Technically, his was the shatter.
Yeah, Liam, you shattered.
So that's our
So
surprise
actually,
round.
what happens is we go through here. Everybody gets the reactions. I'm not really going to say Grin 2 is in on a surprise.
Why not, man? He totally knew that he was about to shatter them.
But as that happens, there's just
Hold on. Actually, I'm sorry. This is important. Did we inform him that that's a succubus? Because if there's anybody we would have informed, it would have been him. And we
Yeah,
were
he
talking
knows.
about it out loud.
He
Okay, I
knows.
just want to be sure that we said that. to him.
whether or not you actually told him, he does know.
Okay.
We had a
that's-
full discussion about it.
Yeah.
Listen, so she is what we in the business refer to as a tramp. I mean, succubus. Sorry.
So if you look at Form A here on the
Yes, yes.
slide,
Hang on. Let me get the files here.
do a full TED talk on it.
Yep.
All right. So what that means is we come back to the top of the round after the surprise, and Mark, it's your turn.
Well, I have 2 key left, and it's time to use them.
Welcome to Combo Town.
Yep. So let's go ahead and swing. That's not gonna hit. I'm not gonna ask you. So then seconds. Oh, Jesus Christ. Here, this is it. I'm dead. I'm gonna keep going. Let's see. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 total swings right now. Oh, that might hit. 20. A natural 20.
Unnatural 20 does hit.
Okay. Jesus, that was 3. So I'm gonna remember that. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 damage.
Okay. Ooh,
And then 17.
17 does hit.
Oh, okay. I don't know what her AC is. I'm just worried. That's also going to be a 4 + 4, which I can't math for some freaking reason. 8.
Ooh.
And a 19 on the dice, which unfortunately is still not good. Does my crit range ever change as a monk in 5th edition? I actually don't know.
As a monk, no, not unless you get an item or you multi-class champion.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay, that's cool. Either way,
Finisher.
a 6 on the dice, so that's going to be 10.
She looks really,
Oh
really
my
bad.
God, no! Two misses. I just unload on her. Everything. That's my bonus action. Burning a
The
key,
full beat down.
and well, I guess that's it. Actually, that's all I got. But
Yeah,
still.
she's just drooling blood. She's, halfway on her knees right now. Looks like you just clocked her.
That's everything
That's
I've got.
it?
All I can do is move,
Okay.
and I'm not moving. There's nowhere to move to.
Not really. Not unless you just
There's
want to
literally
circle
nowhere to
around or
move
something.
to. Oh, I'm actually
Just
not where I should be.
Circle
Sorry, I should
around
be
the
like
throne.
right
Yeah.
there. Sorry. Well, no, you've played the games, right? You backpedal,
Right, yeah.
kiting the boss.
Just
Okay.
around the geometry.
So I did what I could. I'm dead. So I
So
hope we
that
can
all
finish her
happens
off
in a
through
matter
that
of
thing.
seconds. Also within a
Okay.
matter of seconds, the door flies open here. Hearing
It's
the
almost like they hear
tremendous
this
shatter.
loud shatters.
Yeah, there's like a bunch of people like, we're just ready in case something happens. And something did happen. So you see, of course, a complement of stone guard behind there, all with weapons ready. There
boy.
is a new person who is leading the charge, who seems to have taken up position there when you were in here doing the talks. Someone you have seen before. As a matter of fact, she interrogated, I think, both
Oh,
Aston and Mark.
no. Oh, this is going to go bad.
She comes rushing in and sees what's going on here. And she shouts to protect the king and starts running forward. 5.
I'm curious what you're going to protect him against. He's in the wall, you idiot.
Well,
I'm not after him.
Tessin, do you want to take an attack of op?
Given how many people are running in here,
Might just annoy them.
yeah.
Picture you just like as the just the whole
Yeah,
swarm.
Just no. Just one leg out, trip each one as they go by.
Yeah, because what's funny is it looks like Mark is just doing all of this. You
I'm the
notice they're
rogue
not even
agent.
they're
I'm the
they're
rogue
like
agent,
side
yeah.
eyeing like everybody right here,
Mhm.
but you
Yeah,
are
no,
the
they're-
one up there doing
Yeah,
stuff.
this is the other reason I wanted to go in solo right here because I can die and bring down the succubus.
All right, here we go. So they start running in, and that's their dash. They're done. As the entire complement is just running towards the the place. And then we come to Taston.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead
What's the range on Sacred Flame?
60 feet, so I can actually cast it from here.
Mhm.
If I'm not mistaken. That was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 feet.
Definitely can.
Okay.
It's a save.
What does it save versus? Oh, it's dexterity, not charisma. Okay, there might be a
I was
chance.
gonna say
Yeah.
if it's charisma, then there's no
Yeah,
point. even
save versus
trying.
you're screwed.
I'm
Okay.
not gonna lie, dexterity is my second best stat, but it's
Not
not the best
good.
stat.
Damn. I'm doing it anyway. I don't care.
Okay. So in the middle of these stone guards, you turn around and attack the consort.
Just the consort. That's all.
That's right. They're like, oh, okay, sorry.
Oh,
Well, we're okay with that. I
Okay.
never liked her anyway.
Personal disagreement.
myself.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
We'll work
she
that
owes
out
me
later.
money. No, okay.
The paperwork involved.
So you're like, kill him for please, and call down a sacred flame which burns with some radiant light above her, and she
Burn
makes
the
a
demon
dexterity
spawn.
save. She's very familiar with these kind of spells. She's like clerics. I mean monks too, but clerics.
Ugh, monks, clerics.
All right. So my bonus is +3. I've rolled a 7. So she takes it. How much damage do you do?
2. No, sorry.
That is
It's possible to do 2.
1d8. So yeah, technically.
You got 2d8 because you are past 5th level.
Oh, right. Sorry. 2d8. 4. And that's 6. So 10.
10. All right.
10 radiant damage.
Right. So this radiant damage comes down and burns her.
Sorry, do I add
And-
my spell attack bonus to that?
Not for Sacred Flame, no.
Okay.
Normally,
so.
unless it says so, you don't add it.
Okay. Yep. Then 10.
Okay. And I need to grab something real quick as a result of that.
Now let me guess. This isn't her final form.
That'd be funny, wouldn't it? But no, that's not it.
He's
I mean-
2, and I'm just in there like, oh, okay, that's great. And we're like squished up against the wall
Yeah.
because it's still there. So it's like, okay.
Oh, that's too much.
Release the feel. Hurry, stop.
Yeah, open the blast doors.
Gosh, where is it? I can't actually find it anymore for some reason.
And Cadiz, am I teleporting you into the sphere? Or did we
Yep.
decide against that?
Nope, I'm thinking with the current population we've got going out here, I think that is the plan.
Okay, you're going to have to move up.
Okay, so I do still have my move action.
Oh, no.
So I need to move to the sphere.
Well, within 30 feet of it.
All right, all
All right.
right about there. Hey-o.
So for some reason, the models are not loading. What happens, Taston, as you Sacred Flame her,
Mhm.
she falls to the ground and her guise drops.
That is a
And
free
Witch!
action. Immediately shout, succubus.
you see there is a medium-sized creature that has a classic devil's tail, horns, and gigantic bat-like wings on her, just collapsed next to the king. All right, and dang, it was her turn.
I immediately halt all aggression.
That's the power of the Elfish Strike. Now I'm going to die to him.
What, Taston, would you consider reviving her?
What?
I mean, you could. It's on you.
And let's
Want
see.
to roll psychosis?
I'll say this is something that would strike those of you who are religiously minded as interesting. Her body does not disappear, it remains on this plane, which means she was gated over and she is considered a native of this plane at the moment.
Oh, thank God. I was afraid of that this whole time.
Okay, so actually, for those of us in the cheap seats who are not familiar with that concept, so that's like getting a permanent residency on this plane through their transport. Versus
That's
being
right. So
ejected back
normally what
home.
happens is when you slay an outsider, their
Yeah.
body disappears and they go back to their home plane to reform,
Okay.
which is generally what happens when you slay a demon or a devil or
Well, which is what I
elemental
was
or
expecting
something.
here. I figured if there was like a lag time of like deceased to
Oh.
fading away sort of thing. I didn't know that there was a way to potentially counteract that.
Yeah, it's normally pretty instant. There's a few ways to counteract it. There's some binding spells and that sort of stuff.
Okay.
You generally have to set those up ahead of time. But that means that was ported over, which means either somebody went to great expense to do that or somebody who was very powerful ported her over.
Okay.
Or there's like some kind of rage of demons going on right now.
That's right. All right. Now, the next person up is Deep King Steel Shadow.
I'm
Oh
dead.
boy.
I'm dead. This is it. I mean, I accomplished my objective. I'm happy. I
So
did
my
it.
leash, just 1 moment.
My liege, if you give me just
Yeah.
So what we're going to do with him? So he's still quite mad, unfortunately. We are going to give him a wisdom saving throw against this man, because you can just see him look around in like just rage and also confusion. Like you can tell he's not quite comprehending what's going on. He's got the crazy look in his eyes.
The case of the crazies.
Marty Feldman eyes.
Mm-hmm. Some would even say abnormal.
Yeah.
Okay. And he looks over at you, Mark, and he says, you've slain her. How could you do such a thing? And he is going to pick up his hammer and move towards you.
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm not ready. So I actually have a question that's kind of relevant. You buffed me last session to my AC. Is that still up?
Let me see how long that lasts.
For some reason, I need to know now.
Right.
if that's okay. Because I don't remember. Because if it's like 10 minutes, it's gone. But
Faith is
yeah, we managed to kill the succubus Dark Tyrant. Alpha Strike Monk. Although in fairness, Tastic
oh
finished
no,
it.
it's concentration up to 1 minute.
Oh yeah, it's definitely gone, unfortunately.
Yeah. So my AC is 15. You got to beat a 15. You think you can do that? Because you can.
I have a pretty good shot of doing that.
Yeah. It's roll a 1.
I would definitely miss. I rolled a 1. There's a few other ones I'd miss with too, but no. All right, so he raises up that warhammer, and you can see that there are some flames streaking behind it.
I want this to be like a slow-mo scene, like it's the dramatic scene, right? The violins playing in the background, and I'm just watching the hammer come down.
And watch him just miss both times. All right, the first attack, he's going to make 2 attacks against you.
Whoops, that's my bad. Sorry, didn't mean to do that.
Over there.
First one is an 18 to hit.
Oh,
So he brings it down on you, and you can definitely feel unnatural strength behind this.
Oh yeah, I'm ready. Bring it. Here it comes.
He rolls minimum damage.
So it's only gonna hit me for 30. Okay.
It is 8 bludgeoning damage.
That's actually nowhere near as bad as I thought. But that's still bad for minimum. Okay. Ow.
And then his next attack is a 23 to hit you.
Well, believe it or not, that does actually hit.
Yes.
I know that's shocking.
And I did not roll minimum damage for this one, so that is 20 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. I'm looking. I'm kind of half healthish at the moment. I'm bloodied, I think is the phrase.
All right. So he's just got this rage in his eyes. And you do notice one thing as he steps off of his throne here. He does reveal something that was underneath, like his big, long, flowing robes. There is a hatch underneath the throne, a little trap.
I dive down the hatch
if you want.
I mean, I could squeeze down there. I'm just
You could.
saying.
You actually could if you want to just make a quick escape and just brave whatever is down there.
It's not my
All
turn.
right,
I'm just gonna.
Liam.
whatever beast or rancor monster is down there.
It can't be worse than this. All right.
No.
Oh, you say that now.
Liam, I'm sorry. That is like Guido. Before you go, if you don't mind, I just want to make sure everyone can tell what that is behind you. That quote. The other way.
Actually, let me do this a different way. Give me just a second.
Okay.
His wife was uglier than we thought. That's it.
You. Actually, if you don't mind my asking while he's fixing that, what is like? Can I get like a glance as I'm getting the snot beaten out of me of what people's reactions are around the room?
Yeah, so basically they've reached like several different levels of confusion and revelation within the past 12 seconds. You see some of the lords are just looking in, they've got the look on their face. You've seen it before where you can tell they're just frozen. They're like, I have no idea what's going on. I don't know what to do. Those are the ones who are currently shrouded in the white color. The ones in the pink color seem to already be starting to rush towards the king. They have just like panicked looks on their faces, but you can tell they're probably just acting almost out of instinct right now because somebody started attacking the king. The ones who are in purple seem to be not just frozen in panic, but they are considering the situation. Like they're like, well, let's see where this goes. There's just a host of reactions. Yeah, I mean, almost. Like whatever's going to happen here, I probably don't want my clan involved in it.
If you don't mind me asking, what's Thangus doing right now? I know I probably can't tell, but I'm as a player, I'm curious.
Thangus seems to be amongst the ones who are just like, let's wait and see what happens. I mean, he's got a, relatively speaking, seems like he's got a kind of cool head and has probably seen quite a few things at his age.
Including a succubus as the king's
right.
Well, you know, maybe not exactly that, but he's like, you know, I've seen kings fall before, like, you know, whatever. It's the reason I'm not the king. You're not target number 1.
That's true. The Rendon Howe comparison continues. All right, Guido, you got the. You bringing the fire, Guido? I'm ready.
Well, so am I teleporting Taston in, or is he staying outside?
That's a really good question. It's up to him though. Like it's pain in here, you can tell.
So the king's beyond reasoning. that's going to be a problem. Mark's going to go down. I would have to get to him to bring him back anyway, so I need to be in there anyway. The problem, my plan was to talk to Erdal and say the consort was clearly a demon.
His response is going to be, yeah.
Well, like this is the person, huh?
No, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh,
Go ahead.
like this was the person who was making the edicts, trying to keep the demons out, and his closest consort, by definition, was the thing he was trying to keep out. How stable can this be? Can he still be trusted?
On your turn, you like to diplomatize and talk, you can. But it's if that's what Liam wants to do, he can.
So potentially if Mark can, well, even if Mark can last another turn, it's not going to matter because the shield's still up. So
And I
need
can
to
get
it.
out, but that's problematic at this point.
Well, because you can get out, we can't be charmed anymore because the thing what does the charm is no
That
longer
is
among
true.
the
We
living.
could just so
So-
it is actually an option that I can just bail and we can see what he does inside of his wall.
And we'll try and talk down, and then if that doesn't work, then we'll start round 2.
Yeah.
I'm assuming if you run, he's going to drop that shield.
Probably, but that actually works out in our favor a little bit. 'cause that
Exactly.
brings
True.
yeah. So that
Yeah,
might
okay.
actually not be a bad idea.
Okay. So in that case, I'm going to hold off on the teleport plan. I'm going to try and diplomatize. Who's the guy we need to the gray one?
Yeah, that one.
Okay. 5, 10.
Excuse me, pardon me.
Yeah, I'll talk about no.
They all get attacked.
Every single
no.
one of them, kill the orc.
He hasn't done
Why?
anything yet, so otherwise maybe.
So I'm gonna go there.
Stand
Yeah.
on Dawnbringer.
Balance
I will
on
use that as a lever
Dawnbringer, just
point.
like Kill Bill.
Just sing. Send him on his way.
Yeah, so I'm going to talk to Black Skull here. And basically the speech that Tassin was just describing is what I'm going to tell this guy. You know, the consort was a succubus. Obviously, he's been corrupted.
All right, so I'll let you roll a persuasion check with advantage.
Okay.
I was about to say, can I give him advantage by the fact that I just killed a succubus?
So that is a 17.
Okay. All right. She looks almost as startled as everybody else, but you can tell that she is already like wheeling around, just stopping her charge. And she tells you just in the brief moments after you talk to her about that, she says, just stay out of the way. We'll take care of this.
They're gonna come kill me. That's what's gonna happen. They're gonna come after me and kill me.
But I can bring you back. It's okay.
No, it's okay. I'm at peace with it. I'm at peace with it.
She does give you like a look of understanding though. Like she's like, yeah, I can see what's kind of happening here.
Okay. Do I have time for one more short sentence?
Sure.
Have mercy.
Oh, we'll kill him quickly. Don't worry.
I do. Marcy's the guard back there.
Yes, have mercy to it. It's like the tallest, gnarliest looking.
And he doesn't actually have a weapon. He just
My
got
name
like
is Mercy.
a chunk of a bed that's got nails sticking out of
Yeah,
it. Like, I
yeah.
got this.
No. The guard's name is Mercy. The weapon's name is Kindness.
Ah, yes.
Oh, yes. And the
Makes sense.
other one's name's first. And who?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so it is the Laird's turn to act, unless you got a bonus action you want to take, Liam.
Nope, I'm holding it.
All right. Just immediately like flame blade her.
Get.
The armor he wears is called pity.
All right, there is shuffling as some of these large try to push out. You notice that the guards are not letting them out. So they're trying to run and they expect, like it seems like they expect to be able to push past the guards. They're not letting them.
None shall pass.
Yeah.
Sucks to be you.
Mm-hmm.
They start protesting very loudly. Like, let us out of there. He's mad. They're going to kill everybody. And the other ones are just kind of staying back. These hop down and they are standing at a kind of safe distance, but just observing what's going on here a bit curiously. All right. And Grintu, poor Grintu, he's just sitting there holding eggs. Like, I didn't expect this day to take this turn. He will just say, he's lover, not a fighter. Now, you see it is true. The king has no handle on the current situation. You must please, for the good of everyone, unseat him. And that's okay. All right. Arid Black Skull. She turns to the stone guards and she says, she shouts a phrase in Dwarven, which of course, Mark, you can
Kill the
understand.
dwarf.
Yeah, she's like, just kill everybody. No,
Kill the monk.
I don't care. No, she says it's time, containment. And the stone guards, well, actually, she moves up to the side of the wall and
reveals
she looks
herself
over
as
it.
a demon.
And reveals her as the demon. Yes, no, she does not.
Damn it.
She looks over at the king and she says, Deep King, your majesty, please lower the shield so we can help you. He seems way too far gone to even be listening to her.
Oh, damn.
Mhm. And she looks over at you, Mark, and says, the controls are on the throne.
Oh, thank God. I thought she was about to say,
inside the house.
sucks to be you, or
You must
something more
sit in it.
eloquent than that. But like, oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Yeah. So I haven't said this out loud, but I actually kind of don't want to squeeze back out because I don't want to do that again in front of a lot of witnesses. Like the first time I could probably talk over that. They're not sure what they saw. You know, I'm a monk. I'm fast.
A lot of things happen really fast.
Yeah, a lot of things happen. Doing this in front of this many witnesses, including someone who was clearly staring right at me, is not something I want to do.
Also, in front of the Inquisition.
Yeah.
Probably not the best move.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why I'm like, and I was just prepared to just sit in there and take it, honestly. Blow my last key. I've got one left on dodge and just live with it. Okay. So it's on the throne.
All right. Boris. I'm just here.
Help us, Boris.
Yeah.
Relieve us of this misery. Oh, hey, Tazara, what's up?
Thank you, Tazara.
He leans over to Tastin, leans and says, so you want me to do anything?
Well,
It's
I don't work well through force fields.
yeah, neither do most of us.
You can see that he gives you an indication that he has palmed a dagger. You can just barely see it before he hides it again.
Okay.
Mark.
is it back up to me? Oh, Jesus. Okay. So I'm guessing this is going to be an investigation roll to find the controls here. And I'm guessing it's going to be an oppie to get the crap beaten out of me while I'm going and looking for it.
So there's a few options here. You can just blindly try and activate, and that takes like your free interaction. Or you can spend your action to do investigation.
This is the flamethrower button. This is the ice cubes button. This is the
I mean,
the
Dwarven
burrito
Thrones,
button.
you think you're joking.
Yeah.
Dwarven Thrones are just silly in this setting. It's funny, actually, some of the stuff they can do. Like he's talking about the flying one. That's not a joke.
Yeah.
It's just a throne that flies. It's got like lightning.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, it's so okay.
But it's got the jewel setup like the original Star Trek.
Yeah.
So you have no idea what the
it's
console
just
actually
like a red
does.
jewel and a blue
Yeah.
jewel. And I'm like,
No clue.
blue? No, that eject
Yeah.
the guy.
Oh,
sorry.
that's the eject. Okay.
Well, that sucks. All right, so hang on. I do think, and double checking my character sheet, that I can. Where's my character sheet? There it is. That I can bonus action that. Double checking. Yes, I can. Okay, good. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna go and burn the action. I'm gonna do the investigator roll.
Okay.
I have lots of investigation skill. It's a +0, so this is gonna be great. I might call on Cord for this because I really need this one. But I rolled a 20 on the dice, so that is a 20.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Where's this?
Nice.
Help.
So Palmet's like, do this.
Also, I'm
Okay.
assuming I do take an oppie for doing this.
No, you do not.
Oh, okay.
No, not unless you move away from him.
Don't I
and
have to
can-
reach the throne?
You're still within his reach, which is good or bad, but you know.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Yeah. All right. Are you sitting on the throne or are you just investigating it?
I don't want to look disrespectful.
There it is. I was gonna say
After
I'm gonna
everything
go
that's
sit on the
happened,
throne.
that would be the worst.
Yeah.
I don't want to sit in your throne, but I did kill your wife. Just I don't want to be
This
disrespectful.
is my throne now. No, I mean like for all the people. I'm on eggshells with those guards out there, so I'm gonna not sit on the throne. I am just perusing over it, right?
Mhm.
I don't want to. I also don't want to fall into that trap hole that I saw there.
Gotcha.
It leads to I don't even know what.
Okay.
bad.
Lava.
So
It's just lava.
So the first thing you notice about this, and this is all happening within, a matter of seconds. So this is going by very quickly. You hear very faint whisperings in what sounds like the language of devils that is coming from this throne. Not demons specifically, devils. You do see some imprints on this place where it looks like you would have like dwarven sized hands or gauntlets that fit into it, and you're pretty sure that is probably like it gives you like a natural resting position.
Mhm.
You're pretty sure that is the way that you, for lack of a better term, connect with this throne and issue it commands. You are pretty sure that this is a mentally commanded item.
Jesus, dude.
Yeah. Do you even have something that works for that? Guido? Like, do you have that connected to your account?
I mean, yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say because I know several people don't even have that hooked up. So I don't know how that works if you try to bit someone who doesn't have it hooked up. Congrats,
Wow.
Guido.
Thank you.
If you want to bow, you have to bow for quite a while.
Yeah, I'm gonna be bowing for like the rest of the game.
It's just
Um,
all right. So this is Guido. So
Thank you.
okay. Next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cast this spell. And
Thank you. I'm at a loss for words. Wow.
All right. The further your investigation, you're pretty sure that it is a sit down, put your arms here and hands here, mentally command the thing.
I don't want to say. Okay, fine. I sit. Let's go.
Yep. Oh, okay. So
Blasphemy.
Yes.
No, it was the only way.
Yeah.
It was the
you
only
sit in the
way.
throne and you hear the whisperings of the devils in your ear. It's almost like some of the supreme rulers of hell helped construct this throne.
That's a wonderful thing. I respond in demonic. Demogorgon rules, Asmodeus drools, and then I command the damn thing to shut down the force field.
Okay. So I actually want to see. Yeah, so it doesn't give you all the properties if you just sit in it, but since you know that is one of the things that it can do.
Yeah, that's what I
Um,
figured actually. I don't even know what all this thing
actually-
can do, but I know it can do that.
And it's invisible, so technically you don't know it's come down, with the exception of you feel air rushing into this area as soon as it comes down, like fresh
Okay,
air.
So field's down, and I shout that out loud just to make sure everyone knows. And
Alright.
that leaves me with a bonus action and nothing else.
Rush him.
There's
I
some
use
other
my
things
bonus
that you
action
can
to burn my last key, actually tapped now, while I'm sitting on this throne in what is probably prone technically status, and I want to use dodge.
do. You're gonna Jackie Chan
Roll
it, just be like,
forward.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well. Okay. Yeah.
okay, no, fair enough. Fair enough.
That's what I got. That's
pretty-
my turn. Help.
All right. it's the Stone Guard's turn. So they start moving in. As soon as that command was given by Vaxkull, they shift their tone immediately and they start moving in and they start arresting the Lards.
What about the only lord we care about?
They're doing that one too.
Well, shoot. I think we need to change who we're getting in good with. Random thought.
And Lords
We can
start protesting and growling. Some of them just go along with it. You can tell they have the "I'm going to fight this in court" kind of look on them. There is not enough Stone Guards to really arrest everybody, so 2 of them stay here and just try and keep some of them out while they are currently conducting their arrests. And they start shouting, in the name of the Watch, the Stone Guard, in the name of Captain Blackskull, all are to be placed under arrest for suspicion of basically demonic taint and consorting with demons. Paragraph 2486, subsection whatever.
Of the Dwarven Code.
Yeah, and then Liam, just from your royal upbringing, this is starting to smell a little like a coup right here.
Yeah, you caught me earlier saying we need to switch who we're backing, right?
Yeah, but who?
Well, depends on who wins.
All right.
All right, Taston, it's your turn.
Help me with this thing, please. This guy hits like a truck.
Oh,
Well,
You just see
I'm
me
gonna drag
crying
Liam with
through
me.
my bruise.
There
Like
you
you've
go.
seen
Oh, I got
Rocky,
Liam.
right? The end of Rocky, and you can't even look because his eyes are completely shield shut. That's
Viper
me
says,
right now.
"Slay the demonic, possessed, and tainted king. We must remove him from power."
Okay.
In all seriousness, do you have a big heal? Because I could really use one.